Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Louise. The lighting isn't working. There's loads of lights on. I don't know why it looks dark. I hope it isn't going to come across as dark. So my name is Louise. My channel is a haul most Saturdays and upload things that are going on in between. Right now, this is... you would know by now because you would have clicked on it and there'll be some description down there, wouldn't there? Emotional health, mental health, whatever it is that I would have come up with by then. I don't know how this video is going to go. I've been saying that I'm going to do this video for a while, and then I don't know, I've been thinking all day, okay, I'm going to do it today, I'm going to do it today, and then I've just been standing here and I think I can't even think what it is I want to achieve from this. Talking to you helps me. I don't open up very well in my personal life. I have noticed recently that I am pushing people away. It's a coping mechanism of mine through past experience. You know, if you don't rely on somebody, you can't be let down, or if you don't expect something and that not get fulfilled, then you can't be let down. I can only let myself down. I don't know if that even makes sense. So speaking to you helps me. Also, as I've mentioned before, you know, this is real life. This is what I'm going through. There's a lot of people have got a lot of comments, positive, negative. Some people think that I should be just over this by now. It's been going on for long enough. Or, you know, there are supportive comments out there. So basically, if you're new here, oh, this is a hard one. So, yeah, it's going to be an emotional one. So, I've not been in the best of emotional health for a while. I did try to get some help last year. But, you know, if you're going through something, it's really hard to ask for help. I tried. I went to the doctor. You know, doctors are, I mean, I don't know if it's everywhere, if it's just this end of England, or if it's just a general, this is the way doctors work. If you go in asking for help, the first course of treatment is, let's give you some tablets. And then, like I said, I don't know if it's just here that it's, okay, here's some tablets, here's some phone numbers, figure it out. You've got to figure it out for yourself, which is fine if you're in a level where you can fight for yourself, because that's pretty much what you've got to do. Doing that part of it last year was very hard for me anyway, and then I got really excited because I had a phone consultation with Mind, and then I was dropped, basically. The consultation went well. I was told I was going to get some treatment, got excited thinking, okay, we're going to work through this, see whatever it is that's bothering me, what's affecting my life, and things will get better. But then it was just, they sent a letter out saying you have to respond to this letter by this time, otherwise we assume you don't want help. But they didn't send the letter out until after the date, so it was clear that they just weren't that bothered, and I was done at that point. I didn't have the fight in me to do anything. So, you know, I've always been quite a strong personality, that's wrong. I've been quite strong when it comes to emotional or mental health, whatever. I don't know what the right terminology would be for this. Emotional, I guess. Because I've been brought up around a lot of very severe health issues. So I know what a lot of it is about, and I guess being a Taurus is stubborn, and I've always fought against it. Doesn't mean I can control any of it. And then Dal got sick, my dog. I had two dogs. Dal got sick 7 months ago, it will be now, and it's just been a continuous since then. So Dal, I had to put him to sleep after a week. There's videos for that. I'm not going to go into all the details because that's not what this video is about. And then Chip got sick pretty much straight after, and we've been fighting to keep him going, and I managed to get another 6 months with Chip, but I had to put him to sleep just over 4 weeks ago, nearly 5 weeks ago. It's really hard. So you say 5 weeks, that seems like a long time, but to me it's like it was yesterday. I can remember everything that happened that last day, and I relive it way too often. But things since then, so 4.5 weeks, this is Wednesday, it happened on Friday, things have got really bad. I thought it was a grief alone that I'm dealing with. I know I didn't deal with Dale at the time because Chip got sick straight away, so I put all my thoughts and my efforts and my energies into Chip. It was a tactic to help me cope as well. So I feel like I'm now having to grieve for both of them, and I feel like possibly there's more to it than just the grief alone. I feel like maybe there's more to it. I don't have any positive or good feelings in my body. It's funny, I was thinking this is a really strange one. This is going to be a really strange video. I was thinking, like, as human beings, we were flawed when we were made. You see a shell, you see my face, if I'm smiling and laughing you think everything's fine. Because we can't see the emotions, it's really easy to mask them. But I'm just intensely sad. I get aggravated extremely easily, not at anybody else, at myself, and angry at myself all the time. I've got intense guilt, high anxiety. I try to stay away from people now. I know I've actively pushed people away. It's a coping mechanism of my own. I'm not saying it's a good one. Flawed human being just like the next person, maybe more so, who knows. And it's taken me a lot to realise that I can't live like this. I literally don't have a life right now. I'm existing day, just one day to the next day. I don't think any further than that. I don't have any desires. I don't have any passion. I don't have any excitement. I don't have any of that in me at all. Even when I try to think about something to look forward to or anything, it's just not there. There's nothing. And I realised the other day that actually I do need to do something. So was it last week? See, I can't even remember now. I think it was last week. I went to work, and I know that our workplace offers some help with that sort of thing, and I went and spoke to somebody. It took me a couple of days to get to that place, and I did speak to somebody. Had a minor breakdown at the time because I was asking for help, and I don't like doing that. But she was extremely, I mean, anybody that I've come into contact with, they've been very nice, but because of where I am, I take offence to things, I guess, or I take things negatively, even if they're not meant negatively. So I don't reach out so much, but I just went in just to ask for because the information used to be in the hallway and it's not anymore, so I had to go and ask. But I was actually given some other information as well, so I came home. Actually, I haven't contacted anyone through work yet. I've done some Googling and stuff like that, and research, and realised that the CBD thing that was on there, is it cognitive behavioural therapy? It's not my thing. Not from the website and the steps you have to do. I was getting really aggravated, really angry, so that's not a way to go. But I actually did fill out a form. It took me 45 minutes, an hour, going through all basic questions, you know, rating things and how you feel about things and stuff like that. And I've actually got a consultation tomorrow, so it's Thursday. It's a 45-minute phone consultation, and then we'll figure out what's going on from there. So hopefully I'll have some answers as to if this is normal grief, because I've mentioned this before. My experience, all the different grieving processes are different. Like, everybody that passes is different. My daughter, my mum, my granddad, my nan, and the dogs, so massively different. You know, some people say to you, oh, when this person dies, this is how I'll be. You don't know until it happens to you. You just don't know. And I am sharing this, as I said, I'm going to repeat myself as well, for me, because this gets it out of me a little bit. It's supposed to be a good thing, isn't it? Getting out is supposed to be a good thing. Nothing seems to be working at the moment, but like I said, I don't really talk out much. And I certainly don't talk as I think I talk more personal with you than anybody at work, which again makes no sense at all. I mean, there's more people going to see this, but it is what it is. Yeah, so hopefully if you're going through this, this is just, it's, you know, words, it's just so easy to say things. I mean, I've just been told, like, clearly I'm thinking everything negative. I need to start thinking positive. I've been beating myself up about the fact that I don't achieve anything through the day. Like, I get up, I wash, I go to work, I come home, and I don't achieve anything through the day. But I've got to start thinking of, this is just what I've been told, I've got to start thinking of every tiny bit that I do, that's an achievement rather than a negative. One of the things that's just huge in my mind, and this is silly, it's not silly, but I need to stop seeing, again, a negative emotion, is that, you know, I would walk for an hour with Chip every day. So I thought, okay, well, I need to keep my, you know, keep walking. It's good to be outside, it's good, you know, nature and everything is supposed to be good for your spirits, and it's supposed to, you know, good for your body. Clearly moving's good, and I've only managed to do it 3 times in all this time, 3 times, and the feeling I have for myself is I'm disgusted at myself. But I'm disgusted at myself with most things, and I've got to stop thinking that way, because that's not helping anything. So this right here, this is my achievement for this weekend. I got a box out of the shed. That sounds so sad. So my box out of the shed is seeds. We're going to plant some seeds. I have no interest in planting seeds. I don't think I'm going to end up getting any food out of it or any flowers, because I very rarely do, but that's where we're at. We're at that place where getting a box out of the shed is a big achievement right now. So I've just spoken now for like, there's a timer on the camera. I've spoken for 12 minutes and I don't know if I've said anything. Does that make sense? Have you just, if you've got to this place, have you just sat here and wasted this amount of time in your day? I don't know what the point of this was. I can't see what the point in life is right now. I have no reason for being anymore. That sounds really dramatic. That, like, that's not in a way where I'm going to do anything. You know, I've got my kids, I understand that, but I have no, there's no, what's the point, you know? I need to find a reason for being, and I haven't got it. So hopefully that's what tomorrow is going to be about. Hopefully something's gonna, I can't carry on like this is silly. I thought it was just gonna be a few weeks, you know, I'm gonna be sad, and I'm still gonna have sad, but I'm gonna start like living my life normally. Even if it's just the normal everyday things, you know, going and sitting in the sun, not that the sun's been out, or in England, or, you know, I should have had the plants, they should be in a greenhouse, get going by now. You know, the house should be clean or tidy or something. But my focus, and this is, again, it's not silly, my focus right now, and it is whenever I'm in the house, because Chip's bowl's down here with his water in it, I was so intensely focused on this water, because water evaporates and it's gone down so much. I don't, it feels like the world's gonna end when the water disappears, and I'm focused on that literally all the time in the house. Every day, like, I go to work, come home from work, I come into the house, and I'm focused on this water. It's constantly in my mind. So I need to figure out how I'm going to cope with an empty water bowl. That's what my life is right now. Okay, so things ain't great right now. You know, I am managing to get up. I am managing to wash myself, and I am managing to maintain my job, and you know, I shop on a Friday still, and we haul on a Saturday, and I'm managing to smile a lot more and not cry so often talking about food. I'm getting pretty good at that. So there are positives sort of. I hope that all makes sense. I really don't feel like I'm going to have helped anybody with this video whatsoever, but it's got stuff out, I guess, of my head. This isn't the way the video, I don't know what I was expecting from this. I really don't know what I was expecting. I will not look at comments today because I know that if they, and there has been a few creeping in, and they're not even big, nothing big, no bullying, no huge harassment, it's just slightly negative, but because of my emotional state, I'm taking things way worse than I should be, and it's not anybody's responsibility. That's my responsibility. That's what I mean to say. That's my responsibility. So for my emotional health right now, I won't look at the comments because I don't want to risk seeing one of those type comments, because I can't deal with it right now. Maybe after tomorrow, when I've had the therapy, maybe some things will come up and the help, and then I'll read the comments. But you know, I'm just not good with social media. I've not really been on Instagram hardly. I've really not been on YouTube except to post things, and I've not interacted on Facebook at all. So I don't think social media is particularly good for human beings anyway. So that's not a bad thing. I just need to do something rather than be thinking about a water bowl and sleeping all the time. Except I'm not actually sleeping either, so I'm just laying there. So anyway, I'm actually going to go now because I've managed to talk for 16 minutes and I feel like I've filled 16 minutes with nothing. I am genuinely still thinking about you all, and I hope that you are doing well. And I'm sending out good vibes. I hope you're catching some, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.